On the news this morning, Governor Soludo renews calls on human capital development in Southeast Zone as Anambra State government clamps down on illegal health facilities across the state. Central Bank of Nigeria and NIBSS unveil Nigeria's first national payment card, AfriGo, as Japan tightens Russia's sanctions, expands export ban list. Hello, beautiful morning to you and welcome to Breakfast News on ABS Television. I am David Opopasale. Before the news in detail, remember that Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has echoed the call for human capital to be developed and harnessed better in Southeast and Nigeria at large. Governor Soludo made the call at the Southeast Human Capital Development Conference held in Awka, Anambra State capital. Government House correspondent Valentine Mbadawa has the details.
The two-day event that took place at the International Convention Center, Awka, attracted stakeholders from the 5 eastern states. The event featured presentations of policy recommendations on thematic areas including education, health, and the labor force. Governor Soludo, while addressing the gathering, reaffirmed the resolve of his administration to build a strong human capital that is useful at home and exportable abroad. He emphasized the need to patronize locally made products and the labor force to help encourage development.
The Southeast happens to be the former East Central state, and we're a little bit where Nigeria. A lot of the things in Nigeria apply to us, but there are also other areas that make us a little different. We're the zone of the 6 zones with the smallest landmass. Naturally then, for Southeast, human capital is our only resource. So for us, it is our today, it's going our yesterday, today, and our tomorrow.
The Deputy Governor and the Chairman of Anambra State Human Capital Development Council, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibe Zim, also addressed the audience on the importance of building human capital development, which he described as the greatest resource of the Southeast and Nigeria at large.
It's worthy of note that Anambra State is the capital of human development in the Southeast. And no wonder that they chose us. We were scored very high yesterday. The presentations will come. The council member of Anambra State, we know we've not gotten there.
The Southeast Regional Human Capital Development Conference, with the theme Changing the Narratives Towards Entrenching Human Capital Development in Southeast Nigeria, featured discussions on the best approach towards maximizing the rich human capital in the region and how best to develop more. The civil society group, the town unions, led by the national president of Anambra State Association of Town Unions, Barrister Titus Budo, government functionaries, including the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Soluchukwu Lobelo, Head of Service, Barrister Tudora Igwebe, Chief of Staff, Mr. Ernest Ezajiwe, among others, were all in attendance. In Awka, Valentine Bada reporting for ABS News.
The Anambra State Joint Task Force has demolished an illegal structure in Electrical Market, Obosi. The building was demolished because it was built on one of the access roads into the market. As a result, the market's access road has now been reclaimed. Our Government House correspondent has an update in the report.
Speaking to ABS on the development, the leader of the Joint Task Force and the chairman of Anambra Physical Planning Board, Barrister Chike Mmadụekwe, explained that sometime last year, a report came from the market about an individual who was building on the access road in the market. This, he stated, led to an investigation, after which it was discovered that the structure was built on government land, blocking the road. He pointed out that the illegal developer continued building after several warnings, hence the enforcement, affirming that the Governor Chukwuma Soludo-led government has not come to oppress or cause hardship to Anambra, but rather to put things in order, and so will not tolerate lawlessness in its mandate of building a livable, green and prosperous homeland.
The policy of state is that if you want to build on government land, you must get a clearance from the Ministry of Lands. Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, wants to build a livable, prosperous Anambra, we won't allow anybody to make nonsense of that determination by Mr.
The chairman of the market, Mr. John Bosco Onunkwo, expressed joy over the enforcement and appreciated the governor for giving the access roads back to the market. He expressed optimism that the enforcement exercise will serve as deterrent to those who go about the market building illegal structures, while commending the Joint Task Force for their commitment to using their good office to restore law and order to the state. Mr. Onunkwo, however, advised developers to desist from such unlawful acts to avoid economic waste, as the present government will not condone illegal structures in any part of the state.
Governor Professor Charles Soludo for his good work by making it possible for the market to gain their access road back. So we are so happy and grateful for his good work. I also thank the director and the chairman of Fiscal Board Planning for their effort to execute the work. So I really appreciate them, and I pray that God will keep strengthening them in order for them to use their good office to continue to make Anambra a great state.
The Anambra State Ministry of Health has embarked on health facility inspection exercise for all the private hospitals operating in the state to ensure all-round quality healthcare delivery across the state. The team, led by the head of Medical Services Department, Anambra State Ministry of Health, Dr. Ugochukwu Chukwulobelo, who inspected some hospitals at New Cemetery, MCC Onitsha, decried the high level of dilapidation of health facilities in some hospitals visited and applauded those that conform with the best health practices and registered with the state government. Correspondent Ogochukwu Okeke has the details.
Some of the hospitals visited include Roseboom Hospital, owned by Koreans, which deals with alternative medicines, operates without a license, is unregistered with Anambra State Government, and has no signboard. The team also visited Neolife Era Specialist Apples Hospital and Goze Specialist Hospital, which were respectively noticed to be well equipped with functional facilities and properly registered with the state government. Speaking to ABS shortly after the inspection, Dr. Chukwulobelo said the essence of the exercise was to assess the health facilities of all the private hospitals operating in the state to ensure they are functional, as well as identifying those that operate without licenses and unregistered with the government. Dr. Chukwulobelo further stressed the need for quality health care services in hospitals across the state, saying that the services of qualified doctors and nurses are paramount for the safety of lives, as according to him, good health of Anambra is one of the top priorities of Governor Soludo-led administration. He noted that a lot of changes have been made in the public health system under the present administration, ranging from the employment of competent and qualified health workers to the provision of functional facilities, among others, and called on the state residents to be wary of hospitals they receive treatment from.
We have the mandate to go around the facilities, to know what they are doing, and at least to bring to standards of the practice of medicine in the states. At least we should not allow our people to die carelessly. We are not witch hunting anybody. It's for the good of everybody. And one thing I want to advise our people: if you don't have the money to open a hospital, if you are qualified, why not partner with somebody so that when you go there, it becomes something that is good.
The team later sealed off hospitals that operate illegally and warned not to risk people's lives for money. Appreciating the team, the owner of Goze Specialist Hospital, Dr. Ndoko Chuba, commended the state government for embarking on such a crucial exercise, which he said would help eradicate quackery in the system, and promised to abide by the state government's directive.
If you have a schedule that you're going to New Cemetery Road, for example, those who are not registered, those who are quacks, are likely to get an idea of your schedule and may bypass what you're trying to do. So the way you've approached us impromptu and you've seen anything, if you're able to go into every facility, you are likely to succeed. So I commend you for that approach. The idea for the suggestion was so that we can know what we are not doing well to improve. So I do appreciate you. Thank you very much.
From Onitsha, Ogochukwu Okeke reporting for ABS News.
His Grace International College scored 80% in her drama titled Consequences to win this year's edition of this inter-school drama competition organized by Okija Entertainment and Creativity Group at Okija Grammar School. British Standard College scored 80% in her drama presentation, captured discipline to take the second position, while St. Patrick's College, Obaho-Onoma Okija, took the third position with 52 positions in her drama presentation titled Wicked Uncle. Our correspondent, Ogochukwu Orano, was there and now reports.
Emmanuel Ibodima from British Standard College and Chinemema Oba from St. Patrick's Special College won the overall Best Actor and Actress, respectively, in the drama competition. In a welcome address, the chairman of Okija Committee on Entertainment and Creativity, Honorable Prince Ifejika, explained that the committee, which has 20 members, was created 4 months ago by Okija town leadership to harness budding talents in the town and showcase them to the world. Thanked stakeholders in the community for their support, assuring that they will try their best to ensure accountability and transparency in order to take the program to a greater height. Prince Ifejika thanked the President General of Okija Town, Chief Ken Emakai, for conquering security challenges in the town and championing its development, as well as all the stakeholders who gave support to the program.
I am at a preliminary stage, name is grand finale today. Yabola, Tabota, the whole secondary school and primary schools in Okija activate their activities-based curriculum.
The Secretary of Okija Entertainment and Creativity Committee, Evangelist Leo Ewuzie, in an interview, stated that the aims of organizing the drama competition are to inculcate discipline into students, catch them young and redirect them on how to move forward, encouraged parents to allow their children to make their choices of profession. Leo Ewuzie, who is also the chairman, Anambra State Chapter of Actors Guild of Nigeria, disclosed that they want to use the school drama to showcase how the Actors Guild of Nigeria can give back to the society what they have been gaining, as they will co-opt the best two they selected in their subsequent movies. He identified financing as their major challenge and urged the affluent in the community to do well by sponsoring the school drama for them to achieve more results, and thanked the managing director of ABS, Sachido Obidiegwu, for his support.
The criteria for our choice of best and second best and the third, as they came up to compete today, a costume, properties, voice modulation, characterization, casting.
In a remark, the managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Sachido Obidiegwu, who is also from Okija, said the drama presentation mirrors the society and also sets the moral tone, noting that the drama presentation depicted Governor Soludo's measures in tackling security challenges in the state and efforts to take education to a greater height. Sachido, represented by the head of news, Onitsha, Mrs. Chinyel Obiejesi, commended the students' performances, urging them not to relent.
Things, they mirrors the society. And another thing about acting is that it also emphasizes the positive things in the society, emphasizing the negative ones, which was what these children did. I must commend them. It is not easy.
The judges for the school drama competition, Chinyel Anyebunam and Ikechukwu Okafo, made inputs on criteria for scoring and area for correction in subsequent competitions. Some of the students who bet their minds on the outcome of the drama competition, namely Chinonso Nwabunike, Emmanuel Ibodima, Chinemema Oba, and the drama teacher of His Grace International School, Mr. Alexander Ibonamuago, called for more of such student empowerment programs, which according to them will give them the impetus to compete favorably with their counterparts in urban areas and thanked Okija stakeholders for initiating and supporting the program. Prizes and medals were presented to best students and schools, while the committee also presented awards to Honorable Golden Ilo and Ichie Chibuzo Ubanede for their contributions to education in the area. Dances by the students were featured during the event. Ogochukwu Orano for ABS News.
Nigeria has warned that though diphtheria is a vaccine-preventable disease, it has the potential to be passed from one person to another through respiratory droplets while coughing or sneezing. The lead Diphtheria Technical Working Group, Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Bola Lawal, who disclosed this in an interview with the ABS in Abuja, warned that diphtheria can affect anyone with a low level of immunity, irrespective of age, gender, or status. Our ABS Abuja Bureau Chief, Ekuya Jude, has the report.
He, however, noted that most cases are between the ages of 2 to 15, as every child is expected to have gotten 3 doses of the vaccine before the age of 1. According to him, symptoms start 2 to 5 days after the successful individual is exposed to the virus and can be as mild as fever, catarrh, or sore throat, while in severe cases, it produces toxins that can lead to some grayish-white patches at the back of the throat, which when accumulated obstructs the throat and air passage, thereby leading to difficulty in breathing and swallowing.
Cases that we've been seeing recently are children between the age 2 to 15 years of age, and most of them actually have poor vaccination status. It's either they've not been vaccinated at all or they've not completed their expected 3 doses of pentavalent vaccine. So this is something that is common to most of the cases that we've actually been reporting so far.
That in such severe cases, the toxins can equally pass into the bloodstream, affecting nerves, muscles, and the heart, thereby leading to some form of bleeding disorder and as a result, death. Dr. Lawal counted Lagos, Osun, Yobe, and Kano State, which is presently leading in number with 100 cases and 22 deaths.
So it's not a question of spreading from state to state. It's essentially the bacteria is actually present in our environment. However, people tend to come down with diphtheria when the vaccination coverage actually goes down and the population is no longer being protected against the bacteria. In such situation, we now have cases actually coming up.
The Central Bank of Nigeria and the Nigeria Interbank Settlement Systems, NIBBS, has unveiled Nigeria's first national payment card named Afrigo. At the virtual unveiling, the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele, said the card was designed to cater to local peculiarities that the existing card products have failed to address. According to him, the Afrigo Nigeria has joined other countries like China, Russia, Turkey, and India, which have their local cards. On the benefits of the national card, the Apex Bank governor said Afrigo provides an opportunity to integrate the informal sector of the economy into the financial system. Also speaking on what Nigeria stands to gain from the card, the Deputy Governor of CBN and the Chairman of NIBSS, Aisha Ahmad, said that with the implementation of the National Domestic Card Scheme, the industry will reap potential benefits which include improved transaction security, better pricing opportunities, reduced demand for foreign exchange and less pressure on the naira, locally relevant partnerships, and offering developing local skills in card and payment space. Ahmad informed that the Afrigo card was developed by Afrigo Pay Financial Services Limited, an affiliate of NIBSS and licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria. There has been an apprehension in different quarters following statements that there will be no elections in the southeast Nigeria, especially with the spate of attacks in the region. Clarifying issues at the bi-weekly press briefing in Abuja, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Musa Dan Madami, assured that what is happening in the southeast cannot in any way hinder elections in the region. Our Abuja Bureau Chief, Ekuya Jude, was there and now reports.
According to him, both kinetic and non-kinetic operations are already ongoing in the southeast. Hence, there is no cause for alarm as the military is on top of the game. He noted that though it cannot be ruled out that there may be skirmishes here and there, but citizens should not worry because they will be protected. Major General Dan Madame re-emphasized that the armed forces of Nigeria will continue to remain apolitical in the conduct of elections, but will only play a supportive role to the Nigeria police, which is leading in election security. He noted that they are on standby and are always ready to counter any insurgency, adding that their operations are intelligence-driven, hence its processes are clear. In Abuja, Princess Ewi Ajide reporting.
Japan has tightened its sanctions against Russia following its latest wave of missile attacks in Ukraine, adding goods to an export ban list and freezing the assets of Russian officials and entities. The decision comes after Russia launched missile attacks across Ukraine on Thursday, killing at least 11 people following a pledge by Germany and the United States to supply tanks that could help Kyiv counter a new Russian offensive. Among the new sanctions, Japan will prohibit shipments of items to 49 organizations in Russia from February 3 that would be used to enhance Moscow's military capability. Those will include products ranging from water cannons, gas exploration equipment and semiconductor equipment to vaccines, X-ray inspection equipment, explosive and robots. The ministry said Japan will also freeze the assets of 3 entities and 22 individuals in Russia, including aircraft company JSC Irkut. The Nigeria Football Federation and the Football Association of Zambia have again postponed the double-header friendly between Nigeria's under-20 team and their Zambian counterparts. According to the Director of Media and Communications of the NFF, Ademola Olajire, the games will now be played February 3rd and 6th in Abuja. The Football Association of Zambia and their Nigerian counterparts have rescheduled their 2 friendly matches involving the under-20 sides to February 3rd and 6th respectively, FAS also confirmed in a statement. The friendlies are being postponed due to traveling hitch. Zambia and Nigeria were scheduled to square off January 27 and 30 in warm-up matches ahead of the 2023 Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. 7-time champions Nigeria had drawn with hosts Egypt, Mozambique and Senegal in Group A of the tournament. The 2023 Under-20 AFCON, which will be played from February 9 to March 11, will serve as qualifiers for the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Indonesia. And with that, we come to the end of the news this morning. But remember, you can follow ABS from any part of the world to get updates on our news and programs by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television, Oka. You can subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV, or log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Before we go, here are the main points again. We told you that Governor Soludo has renewed calls for human capital development in Southeast Zone. Anambra State government has renewed clampdown on illegal health facilities across the state. As the Central Bank of Nigeria and NIPS unveils Nigeria's first national payment card, Afrigo, Japan has tightened Russia's sanctions, expands export ban list. Be reminded that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the breakfast news this morning. I am David Okpokwasile.